Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Highsight, and we're going to be checking out a little game called Demented. This game is a first-person horror game with an absolutely beautiful look and feel. It revolves around the concept of sanity, and your lack therefore of. Sanity is what's going to drive the entire world around you, because as you get a little less sane, the world around you gets a little less sane as well. You can see my sanity on the bottom left there, dripping down ever so slowly. And it does make a difference. Once you hit certain thresholds, things start getting really weird. So let's go ahead and travel on as quick as we can. Right now we're just trying to find a way out. Any way we can. We do have a flashlight, but it's really the only thing we have right now. We also have a few sanity pills, but I'm going to hold on to them for a little while so we can see the sanity effects as they occur. It's always important to explore your surroundings for obvious reasons. You never know what you'll find. I really am a fan of the flashlight effect of this game. It does a really good job. And here's a battery for my flashlight. We'll just load that right in. And now that we've dipped below 15% sanity, you can actually see, you can hear rather, all of the echoes and everything in the back of our mind. It's quite frightening, quite scary. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, power started back up around here. Little light. We need to be careful. There are creatures around here known strictly as critters. And we don't want to run into them. But now we can finally go this way. Now, I played this game once before, and there's another YouTube video of that, but this is going to basically pick up where we left off. So I have no idea what goes on beyond this point. What I do know is maybe I want to take some of those sanity pills right about now. See everything get a little more normal. Alright, that's all the pills I got. We only got up to 22%. This is a nice cross, in my opinion, of a nice cross of Amnesia: The Dark Descent and something a little more sci-fi, like something along the lines of Soma. I'm a sucker for glowy things, and this game is just full of glowy neon everywhere, huh? It's also got a bit of a story right here. We have introduced the company, inducted the company about the live wall, the new live wall. The main function of live wall is to contain anything within it. Today, we place subject 07A Howard Narin. He has been convicted of burning a kindergarten with 193 casualties. Big kindergarten. Description, blah blah blah, not very muscular, muscle twitching. We will be monitoring him for 2 years, blah blah blah, trials. Alright. I'd be more concerned about that if I had time to read it, because the more time I spend just sitting around, the more I gotta worry about my sanity. And as you can see, we have no more pills left, and we're already dipping down below 20%. Let's just see what we can find. In the past, if you dipped to 0%, you would die. This game does do quite a good job, though, of setting a mood. Mainly through its sound design. There's some pills. Alright, we're back above 20. One thing I'm a big fan of in this particular case, I'm not usually a big fan of head bobbing, but this game does a pretty good job of really putting you in the first-person perspective through its head bobbing and basically just your whole spatial awareness. You can see your entire body, kind of like Mirror's Edge and the like. And in general, it feels like, you know, you are actually in the head of this person. Ooh, jeez. Sci-fi sounds, gotta love them. Really love those sound effects. Oh, come on. Go before it closes. What was that? Is this all just a dead end? Why is that glowing blue? There's gotta be a way through. Looks like a door. Is there a switch? A button? Crap. Let's head back, I guess. Is that a gun turret? Definitely looks like a gun turret. Okay, Let's not stand under the blue light. Kind of just sidestep that if we can. Okay. So I guess I'm not going that way. Oh god. I don't know how far that light actually reaches. For all I know, that was just a flashlight. I'm not risking it being a gun turret or something. I'm not going that way. Maybe there's something behind here. Doesn't look like it. There's a lot of helplessness going on right here. What is that beep? Alright, we can sacrifice some of our health for sanity, so we're going to do that. We're about to dip below 50% now. I don't like the feeling of that. This is the only other way. I'm not going back there. I went through there already. Maybe I'm missing that beep. It's always when I'm around here. Screw it, we're going back this way. Wait, what's this? No, that's nothing. I can't go this way. Wait, can I? No. Oh, the lights are back on. I get the feeling this isn't a gun turret. I'm still going to stay out of its light, but I don't think that's a gun turret. Wait, what the hell? This was not a hallway before. Alright, this game definitely does do a good job of screwing with you. Yeah, this is impressive for a game made in Unity. I have no idea what that beeping is. But I feel like every time I hear it, something changes. Is that a battery? Like a giant battery? No. That's a 2 key card to get through here. Definitely some eerie sound effects. But in this case, I don't know if they're all that fitting. Unless that's just the echoes in my mind I'm hearing or something. One thing I'm noticing is, look at that, that's my sidestepping. My sidestepping is super slow for some reason, like compared to my normal walking. And then that's sidestepping. That's a little slow. A little slower than I think it needs to be. It doesn't feel right when you're trying to sidestep. It doesn't feel natural. So apparently, yeah, that was just a camera the whole time. I was just kind of scared of nothing. I don't know nothing about this facility, man. It looked like a bunch of gun barrels. Anything in here? Ah, flashlight battery. I'll take that happily. As this game starts getting a crazy paranoia. Sanity pills. How I love these. More sanity pills. Pennies from heaven right here. The hell? What did I just interact with? What the hell did I just do? Is this a hiding place? Don't tell me this is a hiding place. Why would there be a hiding place? Oh god. Alright, so one thing you might want to do is press E to interact. You might want to change that to press E to hide, so I at least know what's going to happen when I interact with it. But that is not a good sign of things to come. Online, codes. Enter code. Can I actually enter a code here? To enter manual code. No, I can't actually interact with this. Can I read anything down here? You know, it's sometimes actually hard to tell where glass is, because that's a glass door in front of me right now. And now it's not. Okay. The glass is almost too see-through in a lot of cases. Oh, crap. What the hell was that? Okay, I think it's time to hide now. The lighting effects are brilliant. Can I hide in here? No, it's too small. Can't seem to vault over this. That ain't happening. Oh, that's glass again. Come on. Can't open these. But I thought it said I could before. Okay, whatever. Is that... That looks like blood. Follow the arrows? A little momentary bit of light. Yeah, I'm not following the arrows. But I can read that. If I can tell what's glass and what's not, at least. Oxycontin. Ooh. I bet this character wishes he had some Oxycontin right now. Wait. There it is. I actually don't even see the door opening and closing when I do that. It's like so hard to notice. Oh, this looks readable. Oh, what am I? It's more glass. Always with the glass. Glass again? I can honestly never tell when it is glass. So how do you actually get in there from around that way? I swear, I would be one of those birds who just flies right into the glass windows. If they're this clear, I'm screwed. Nothing. I do like that you have to take your time looking through those to make sure you see everything. Definitely adds a horror element to it all. Alright, finally. What's this? The experiment is not easy, however, neither is hard. As its purpose is to see if the subject can try to eliminate the element of mystery. That's spelled wrong. Or will the subject go insane before it does? Simple as that. Just need to see the mental stability of the subject. In terms of... If terms are met, subject 007 will go to the living chambers to recover fully. Back to point. I will actually determine if he is a subject worth saving from execution. Details. Subject given proper food. Number of fans. Alright, I don't know what this is all about, but I don't think it's actually going to help me in this situation. One thing you might want to do, while I'm reading, you might really just want to pause the game and give me a proper piece of paper or something, because it's really hard to read that when there's red highlights and stuff going through it and all that. My sanity's starting to dip low again. Gotta be careful. I can't tell if that's blood or just... No, that's just lighting. Looks like blood for a minute. I know there's something around here. I heard it earlier. I'll sacrifice a little bit of health, maybe? No, I'm too low on health. I need more health before I can get more sanity. That's gonna suck soon. So I can't take any of those routes. I still need that better key card. I have no idea where it was hidden. Let's see, speech error. Finally, gentlemen, blah blah blah. Security parameters. The sensor can detect a non-chipped, unidentified person or persons. This information is valuable. Alright. That's locked. Need to find a key card. And there goes the power. I liked having power. I'm not entirely sure if that's sanity dependent or not, or if that's just a random thing. Find the code. Find the code. Well, I found some codes. There were some codes on this. Head, torso, and limbs. 1 HRC8, but I can't actually enter it. Like, none of these keys work or anything. Enter manual code 87AC8. It'd be nice if there was like a notepad in this game so I could write this stuff down so I don't have to like memorize stuff like that. If I do need to memorize stuff like that. I think I've seen everything I can see around this area. Unless I just missed something really small, like a scrap of paper or something. Oh, what's this? Nope, that's the back of that. Oh, great, we're below 15% sanity now. Now, I know this game used to have clear objectives, but I don't know, it might just be the build I have right now. It's not showing up. Down the line, it'd be great if there were very clear objectives so I know where I'm going and what I'm doing. And I'm out of light now. Crap. Because this game nails atmosphere, it really does. And in the past, there were much more clear objectives, but right now it's a little up in the air as to what I'm supposed to be doing. And that does stifle the game a bit. It's not something that can't be fixed, though. It's definitely fixable. Just clear up the objectives is all. Nope. I think I just closed it on myself. But really, A+ sound design. Well, without light, I'm in a bit of trouble. And by a bit, I mean a ton. No batteries around here either. Two-week trial of the product, blah, blah, blah. Cup of coffee. Yeah, I really have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Ah, light, thank you. That's lucky. Oh look, a security camera. Can't open that until I get the key card. No one ever throws out anything good. Oh, hello. How did I not see you before? You're conducting an experiment to try to figure out the code of the vault. Let's see, however the vault has been bothering him. Okay, so that must be the code we're looking for. Let's swallow those pills now, thank you. Ah, that's better. The code is actually hidden in the room. So the experiment... Oh, where'd that go? The experiment is to see whether or not it figures it out. Alright, so the code is hidden in the room somewhere. And the experiment is to see if the guy figures out where the code is. But where do I enter it when I figure it out? A lot of questions. Well, the only thing I saw that was interactable was the thing in here. It's not easy or hard. Give him proper food and water. And his so-called riddle is the number on the wall, the number of fans in his room, number of steel pipes on the side of the vault, first letter of the company's... why did that disappear? I didn't do anything. First letter of the company's equipment manager and his age can be found on the file. I need a pad and paper for this. And I need a lot more time because, I mean, I'm going to die if my sanity hits 0. So let's see. The number on the wall. Number on the wall. Well, I'll need light in order to see that, so that might be SOL there already. Which wall? Hopefully it's lit up. right. I closed that, didn't I? There we go. Number on the wall. Examination, error. I'm completely lost. I have no idea which number on what wall. Usually when they say the writing's on the wall, it's more of a figure of speech, but there goes the lights. And with no flashlight, I'm not reading anything on any walls anytime soon. And there goes my sanity down below 10%. I think I'm gonna die. Number of steel pipes on the side of the vault. I don't even know what the vault that they're referring to is. Is it that locked room upstairs? I like to think I'm a relatively observant dude, but I really have no idea what's going on right now. I know I'm trying to open a vault, and I know I need a code. That's all I know. I don't know where the vault is. I don't know what the number on the wall is. I feel very misled. It was a lot easier in the past. Now I'm just so confused. I feel like it's got to be this. This has got to be the vault, the lock thing here. But I can't interact with that anyway. So, I'm just lost, unfortunately. Yeah, that's about the security. Although, who makes this? I guess I can get one thing here. The first letter of the company that makes this stuff. Senior CEO, Edward, blah, 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 trial. And it keeps disappearing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm completely lost. I got nothing. Can't even vault up that. I really do think this game has a lot of good ideas, but I am afraid that it has a lot of problem with conveyance going on, I feel like. A lot of problem with conveyance and general, like, timing. The biggest thing is the whole time limit going on, where your sanity is your time limit. And then sometimes you have lighting, sometimes you don't, and sometimes you need lighting, and sometimes you won't have it to work with, so you're kind of screwed there. And that does worry me. But these are all things that can be fixed. Look at that. That's a bug. I'm running on the stairs, and he's not even moving. Come on. Move forward. Down the stairs. Come on, big guy. There he is. It does an amazing job of cultivating atmosphere for a horror game, and that is a big deal, but that is completely lost if you have no idea what you're doing. Okay, looks like we're in the red zone. Looks like I'm probably about to die. And again, these glass doors, I can never tell. Okay, lights on. And I'm actually moving at a decent, like, higher speed, it feels like. That helps a lot, actually. Alright, so, numbers on a wall, numbers on a wall. Steel pipes in the vault. But what vault? Where's the vault? I'm so confused. Steel pipes in the vault. Number of fans, writing on the wall, or number on the wall. I got nothing. And that is unfortunate. Because for all the atmosphere that's being cultivated here, I don't feel like it's being used to its full potential. Is the vault that way? I don't think the vault's back here. I still feel like this is the vault. But I can't even interact with it, so I don't know. I unfortunately am very lost, and that's all I can say about that. I'm going to die soon anyway. I guess we'll just ride it out and see what the if they changed how the death looks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can get past the lack of full-on explanation of what to do, and hopefully the developers will make it more obvious in the future, I do think this is worth voting yes on for Greenlight, but I do think that it does need a lot of reworking in terms of its objective direction. But overall, it cultivates a hell of an atmosphere, and I just hope that that gets utilized to its greatest, like, as well as it can. I hope it gets utilized. But unfortunately, right now, it's just not quite there yet. But that's what development time is for, after all. Go vote yes, go try out the demo if it's available, and see what you think. And this is where I die. Wait for it. Oh, that is a cool effect, too. There it goes. Alright, well, there you go, everybody. That is Demented in its current state. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and give it a yes on Greenlight. Otherwise, you know, keep an eye on it. See if you think it develops better in the future. My name is Highsight. Thanks for watching.